All right, so I need to go back into my and actually fix some mistakes that I made with the UVs, and so they come over correctly into Substance. So I just want to walk through that so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. So with these body UVs, I'm going to delete them. These are just UV sets, so getting rid of those are fine. We just want the map 1 as the UV set. So the first thing I want to do is just make sure for my materials as well, I have a body material and a head material. So I just want to make sure that all the body pieces, so if I select the UV shell here and select all the body pieces, and I just assign existing material, and I'm going to call it mascot body matte. So that one is assigned to that. And then with the head one, we'll select that and then go to assign mascot head material. So with that, we should be able to go to object mode now and select these guys here. So the UV shell, and I'll move this over into, so in the UV editor, so I just want to fix my layout here. So under the toolkit, I'm going to actually just grab that and align over to the left, and then move these over just a little bit so they're all in the 0 to 1 space. So with that, we should be able to actually select this mesh and just go to material attributes and just take a look, and it's mascot body, which is what we want. And this one, if we go to material attributes, should say mascot head. So now they're two separate pieces. So with that, they're both should be map 1. Just one UV set. So we can also, one thing that I might do as well is actually just cut the head off. Cut the head off just for, so if I actually grab these edges, whoops. Just grab these edges around here, and actually first thing I want to do is just grab, so my UV shells, and just select everything from the head. Alright, then under mesh, we're going to actually separate. So now there should be, so the eyes, the teeth, the other teeth, the tongue, and let's make sure, so eyebrows, the belt. Actually, I'm going to undo that. Actually, we'll just shoot this over and see how it works out. So with that, actually, I also want to delete all my type history on that object as well, just to clean that all up. And then from here, I'm actually going to save my file. And so under Maya, and just name this 010001. Just replace that, and then we'll go to export selection, and under FBX, and we're just going to name this mesh low 2, and we'll export that, and just replace. I'm just replacing another low 2 that I actually made, and then we'll just close this down. Alright, so now that we have that, we can actually just create a new and go to the mascot low mesh, or mesh low 2. This is the one that we just recreated with maps separated out. And so from there, we're not going to use the UV tile workflow UDIMs. We're just going to create 2 different map materials. And then we can actually just import that. So this is just a test here, so I'm just going to discard that. So now you can see that each individual, so Alt and middle mouse drag, will pan, and then so you can see under the body material that we created and then the head material, those 2 are separated out. And so from this point we can go to bake our maps, and that's under texture set settings, and we'll just make sure that that's at 2048, which it is, and we'll say bake mesh maps. And from this we'll actually just make sure that under our selection we're doing both, and everything is checked on. I'm probably going to leave the ID just to see if this will create an ID map from my actually I didn't do the high, so I want to add the high poly. And then also I'm going to my output size I want to set to 2048. Make sure those selections are correct. And so we've got the high, and then we just want to make sure that that we're turning anti-aliasing to at least 2x2. 4x4 is going to be a little bit cleaner, but 2x2 should be fine. And then we want to match by mesh name, and we have low and high. And we're just going to bake selected textures. And this goes through this real quick. Yeah, our ID map, we're not getting a good ID map here. So that's fine. We can just dump that once we're done here. It looks like it's doing a pretty good job overall. Pretty clean. Just going through and doing the ambient inclusion on the body. It's almost done, 92% here. And we can clean these maps up here. So it looks like we're at 100%, which is good. So we'll just OK that. And from here, we can actually see how our maps, so you can see the eyeball kind of just did the open area on the eyeball. It's good to probably separate that eyeball out as a separate object, but we can actually just clean that up in the map. Yeah, as well as here, we can fix these items that are getting kind of chunked up here a little bit. So just going to take a look at the shoes. See what we've got going on here. Oh, because it's trying to get the tongue of those shoes. That's fine. We can actually clean that up as well in the map. So yeah, I'm not too sure about the belt loops and how those look. And also the teeth are looking a little funny. We might want to separate those out as well and actually put those into their own map, as well as the eyeballs. The hair looks pretty good though, considering. So the sew stitches turned out okay too. So if we're going to fix, say, the body pieces, we can go to the, let's see, the normal